All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, double on the sale of the apostles of the great millstone, and citations to all you sincere laborers out there pushing this truth in all sincerity and faith and honesty. All right, it's your brother Kanakala coming back at you once again, Spirit of Prophecy, and it's got another article here, and I'm gonna get right into it. It says, to counter Russia, U.S. signals nuclear arms are back in a big way. So what we have here is a new nuclear arms race going on here between America and Russia. All right, the two biggest superpowers in the world when it comes to nuclear missiles. All right, and I'm just read a little bit of this article, and I'll bring out some precepts and branch off. It says, Washington, a treaty committing the United States and Russia to keep their long-range nuclear arsenal at the lowest levels since early in the Cold War, goes into full effect on Monday. All right. When it was signed 8 years ago, President Barack Obama expressed hope that it would be a small first step toward deeper reductions and ultimately a world without nuclear weapons. All right, now, so they trying to keep the amount of nuclear weapons, at a minimum. Okay, but that's not going to happen, man. All right, the Lord has it sanctioned already. America is going to be destroyed by the way of thermonuclear missiles. So man might have it in their heart to keep the nuclear weapons at a minimum, but the Lord's going to put in their spirit to keep making these things. It says, now that optimism has been reversed. See? So once again, it's in the will of the Lord to destroy America, Babylon, all right, by missiles. So, see, that's going to be reversed. It says a new nuclear policy issued by the Trump administration on Friday, which vows to counter a rush by the Russians to modernize their forces, even while staying within the treaty limits, is touching off a new kind of nuclear arms race. All right. This is one based less on numbers of weapons and more on novel tactics and technologies meant to outwit and outmaneuver the other side. All right, so this is like they stated here. This is not really focused on the amount of nuclear weapons. Is focused on the technology of the weapons. It says the Pentagon envisions a new age in which nuclear weapons are back in a big way. Its strategy bristles with plans for new low-yield nuclear weapons that advocates say are needed to match Russian advances and critics. All right, so America might have this technology in other parts of their military or whatnot, but when it comes to missile technology, Russia has the most sophisticated and advanced missiles out there. All right, it says, and critics will warn will be too tempting for a president to use. The result is that the nuclear arms race limits that go into effect on Monday now look more like the final stop after 3 decades of reductions than a way station to further cuts. Yet when President Trump called Congress to modernize and rebuild our nuclear arsenal in his State of Union address last week, he did not mention his administration's rationale that President Vladimir V. Putin of Russia has accelerated a dangerous game. All right. The United States must match, even if the price tag soars over 1.2 trillion. All right, so once again, that's what's in the air, war. All right, and you mean to tell me that's too far fetched that there's going to be not going to be a nuclear war? No, it's going to be one in you people's lifetime real soon, man. All right. It says that is the latest estimate from the Congressional Budget Office, one that many experts think is low by $500 billion. Mr. Trump barely mentioned Mr. Putin in a speech and said nothing about Russia's nuclear buildup. His reluctance to talk about Russia and its leader during his campaign and first year in office, and his refusal to impose sanctions on Russia mandated by Congress, has fueled suspicions about what lies behind his persistently friendly stance toward Mr. Putin. I said, oh, it's beautiful right here. The report contains a sharp warning about a new Russian-made autonomous nuclear torpedo that, while not in violation of the treaty known as New START, appears designed to cross the Pacific undetected. All right, so this is, this one of the motives, all right, behind them trying to advance this technology, because Russia, they call this the doomsday weapon. Russia's creating a doomsday weapon, all right, and this is like it says, a nuclear torpedo that, while not in violation of the terms of the treaty known as New START, appears designed to cross the Pacific undetected, okay, and release a deadly cloud of radioactivity that will leave large parts of the West Coast uninhabitable. All right, so Russia's creating that doomsday weapon. All right, for you Americans, man. All right, America's gonna be burnt the hell up, man, with missiles. Okay, not just by Russia, Iran, China, and also, according to Revelations the 17th chapter, also by America's allies as well, the UK, EU. All right, and it says, all right, I guess I'll read this. There's also, let's see, pick out some meat out of this. Mr. Obama's commitment to make nuclear weapons diminishing part of American defenses. The limit on warheads, 1,500 deployable weapons, that goes into effect on Monday, all right, expires in 2021, and nuclear review shows no enthusiasm about its chances of renewal. So they're not really concerned about this, man. Okay, the limits and or whatnot. They say they are, but they're not, man. They're making these weapons. It's an arms race. It says the report describes future arms control agreements as difficult to envision in a world that is characterized by nuclear armed states seeking to change borders and overturn existing norms, and in particular by Russian violations and series of arms limitations. And that's pretty much it on this article. I try to get some of the main points out of here. There you go. You got your boy Putin right here. Yeah, get some precepts, and I'm gonna close out here. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, and I'm starting at verse 22. A sound of battle is in the land, and of great destruction. Right, because this is coming to America and to the world, great destruction, the day of the Lord. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? Who is that hammer? America. All right. That's the way America spread its policies. All right. By look at every situation. I remember one of the governors said they look at every situation as a nail, and they're the hammer. All right. It says, how is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? Now is Babylon become a desolation among the nations. I have laid a snare for thee. Thou art also taken, O Babylon. All right. And Babylon means confusion. All right. America's Babylon. All right. Because it's great confusion over here in America. All right. You have women ruling over men. You have people actually can have license to marry animals. All right. You have transgenders. Okay. You may see a woman, but that woman say, "Oh, I was born a man." All right. Or you see a man, but it's a woman. All right. It's just complete confusion over here in America. So this is Babylon, the land of confusion. That was not, all right, O Babylon, thou was not aware. Thou art found and also caught because thou hast striven against the Lord. The Lord had opened up his armory, all right, because the Lord put in the spirit of these scientists create that missile. All right, Isaiah 54 verse 16. The Lord hath opened up his army and hath brought forth the weapons of his indignation. For this is the work of the Lord God of hosts in the land of the Chaldeans. All right, this is a good point right here. Come against her from utmost border upon her storehouses, cast her up as heaps and destroy her utterly. Let nothing be left of her. All right, because America's going to be a big, great lake of fire. Let nothing be left of her. All right, slay all her bullocks. Let them go down to the slaughter. Woe unto them, for their day is come, the time of their visitation. The voice of them that flee and escape out of the land of Babylon to declare Zion the vengeance of the Lord our God and vengeance of his temple. All right, now this is the good one right here. It says, come, call together the archers against Babylon. All right, the modern day archers, right? When you read the scriptures, the arrows are nuclear missiles are described as arrows, man. You know, they even have a term in the military called a broken arrow. I believe that's when a nuclear missile is going missing. They call it a broken arrow. Call together the archers against Babylon, all ye that bend the bow. So all ye that have nuclear weapons, camp against it round about. Let none thereof escape. Recompense her according to her work. And what's according to her work? Complete wickedness, rape, rob, and murder. Go around all the countries, robbing them and of natural resources. Okay, putting them in slavery. According to all she hath done, do unto her, for she hath been proud against the Lord, against the Holy One of Israel. Therefore shall her young men fall in the streets, all her men of war shall be cut off in that day, saith the Lord. All right. Behold, I am against thee, O most proud. All right. Do not they have a saying, oh, I'm proud to be American? The Lord hated proud look. O most proud, said the Lord God of hosts, for thy day is come, thy time, that I will visit thee. Okay. So, with that being said, you know, I'm going to give all praise to Yahweh Shemi Al Shai. That wants the apostle of the great millstone. Salutations, all you sincere laborers out there pushing this truth in all sincerity and faith and honesty. And Lord willing, you brothers ratified.